we noticed that our bees have like greatly reduced in their numbers. And it seems as if our bees have possibly swarmed, like, you know, split their hive in half and left. What we're doing today is checking to see if there's actually still a queen left in the hive, because normally, I guess, like when the hive splits, there's supposed to already, there's one queen leaves and one queen is supposed to be kind of in the making, you know, so that the hive that's left behind will have a queen bee. But we were just kind of check to see if there is a queen bee, because if there isn't, we probably need to hurry up and add a queen to our hive.
The population is just way down from what it was. There's a bunch of them out foraging now too, but I mean, even then, normally the population would be significantly higher. So I think we had a swarm. It's a natural event where they do in the springtime. It's just the way that new hives in the wild are created. But another thing is if they start running out of room, which these guys are definitely not running out of room. They still have plenty of room. They didn't even fill in some of these new combs. They didn't even fill in. There's lots of space. And then here in the front of the hive, there was several bars here left, and then there was these 2 bars here in the back. They could have kept building. Before they leave, they start getting ready to do it. That's why a lot of people monitor their hives a lot more than I do, because I mean, we have so many other projects and stuff, but I just kind of let them do their own thing, and too, lack of experience, you know, learn as I go, like I say. But they'll produce some replacement queen cells, and sometimes the placement of those cells down low in the hive, or what have you, different factors. Experienced beekeepers can see that, okay, it looks like they're maybe wanting to think about swarming, and to prevent that, they'll, you know, take actions there. I'm gonna pull this today, and one thing that I did mess up and do was when I hung the original queen cage between these 2 bars here, when I first introduced the package bees, I didn't get the queen cage back out of there in time. I should have made sure to get back out of there the next day or whatnot. And by the time I went to go get it out, they had already started building comb around it, connecting to it. So then I was kind of left with leaving it in there. So these 2 bars here are kind of stuck together with honeycomb. This has the queen cage between it. Like I say, it's kind of a problem here.
And there's hardly any bees in there.
Yeah. Some on this backside, but not many.
They're mostly in between the combs.
Which I can't see what's going on in there.
Yeah.
As you can see that, see where I left the queen cage in there. No sign of babies, no sign of egg laying. There's definitely no current queen, which is why the population is just dying off and just not being replaced probably. So whether they have a queen in the making or not, I don't actually see where they had a queen cell. If anybody else that knows bees better sees something on this video that they can share with us and point out to us, to everybody else, that'd be great. Let us know in the comments. So the only thing, hopefully we can get a queen. We looked online, don't know of any source locally that we can get one any sooner, but about a week away at least before they could ship us one. Hopefully the remaining bees here will last for another week and be enough bees left to take care of starting off a new hive. It doesn't look promising. We should have caught this sooner, you know, but
yeah. But there again, it's experience.
Well, you see the hive being healthy, you don't feel like you need to check on it constantly, you know?
Right. It kind of seemed like it happened all of a sudden, really.
That's what I mean. That's why I think that, because not only is the queen gone, but so much of the colony is gone.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see a bunch of dead bees. You know, they're not dead bees. They just left.
Yeah.
So it looks like they swarmed on us. I think what I'm going to do, especially while the population's low, hopefully they recover, but while it's low, I think I'm going to try to break this apart so I can get these two bars apart. Not break, but, you know, cut. Yeah, did it. Nothing broke. See, there's the original queen cage. And I ain't gonna try to get that out at this point. But at least it's just on this one bar now. As screwed up as it is, but there's a friggin' cockroach. You can get out of the hive. Bees, why aren't you defending the hive? There's a bunch of drones in this, which are not doing anything to contribute. I mean, I see, it seems like a significant number of drones in it. It's kind of concerning too to have so many drones because they really don't do anything. They're just freeloaders. What sucks is we're liable to get this queen and it still not make it.
Yeah, I know.
I just hope if she can start laying right away and have enough of these, enough ladies left here to help take care of the babies. There are still some foragers, but I was really concerned that they just maybe didn't have enough food, because I just don't see a lot in here. And the hive's just about, I mean, they're just, there's not much left of them. So I did, I put a feeder back in here just to be safe. We have the queen that's marked there. So a replacement queen, because apparently we lost our other one. So I'm just giving them a little bit of honey here on the top of their screen because we can't release her into the remaining colony today because they got to get used to her pheromone and accept her.
What in the world? There's a lot of them.
Ooh, they ate all their sugar, they ate all their honey. We're gonna have to get them some more maybe. Oh shit.
What is
I like those seated up, but I don't. About time.
And they're really active.
Yeah, it's nice and warm.
Don't smash anything.
I'm just gonna lay her in here.
All right.
There's so many outside though, it's almost swarm-like behavior. So it's kind of rushed. Yesterday I was having to leave for work. By the time when we got the queen bee, it was like right before I had to leave for work, so I just kind of had to hurry up and put her in here. And it was plenty warm yesterday. Well, I didn't realize it, but the temperature dropped last night into like the 60s. And I realized I should have actually hung her in here between the combs to where all those bees clump up and would stay around her better. So I'm gonna inspect here and see how she's doing. She doesn't have any of the other colony on her. Good news is she's still moving around. All her little helper bees are all still okay. I don't actually see any bees.
Oh my goodness.
And why would they all eat? There's a few left around.
Yeah.
Dead one.
Wow, they left.
On the
Son
day
of
we got a
a
queen.
bitch.
On the day we got a new
Yeah.
queen, they left. That's it. There's none.
Wow.
She can't do anything by herself.
Yeah, there's like 5 bees in here. Oh my goodness. Why in the world did the rest of them leave?
Who knows? Like I just so don't understand. Generally, when they swarm, they leave enough behind with, virgin queen cells or whatever for the remainder to raise them. But didn't really have that, so I mean, this is pointless. We're just gonna die. But
What else are you gonna do with her
yeah,
at this point?
exactly. Check this out. This morning, come out, check on them, and queen's fine, but all the bees were gone. I guess we're done. Hive's gone. Second failure at trying to do this. And you know what? Beekeeping is expensive to get into.
Yeah, and so for your hive to just take off and leave, it's a lot of money just thrown away.
Like that's what kills me is beekeeping is you actually have to be their keeper. You have to watch them all the time and intervene or whatever. So anyway, gave up, went in the house. I'm like, okay, feeling like a total failure. And then I come outside for something and I see a honeybee, and then I see another one, and I get to looking, and they were all around the house. They're looking for a new home, I guess. I assume because they're just
They're like, let us inside.
yeah.
There's a bee on my lens.
I see that. Awesome. Well, I come back out here and looked at the hive, and here they are flying on the hive. Now I did stick in another full sugar feeder.
And you went ahead and released the queen because...
I went ahead and released queen, yeah.
We didn't. We're like, well, she's just going to die in that cage. There's no other bees.
I was like,
what's the point?
You don't have to worry about her not being accepted now. There's none here. I'll just let her out and let her die on the comb at least, I guess.
Yeah.
So what else are you going to do? I mean, she didn't have enough workers. But I went ahead and left that feeder in there. So I don't know why they're still flying around. They just need to just go in. And now, hey, you have a queen now. You better accept her. Since you moved out, it's her house now.
Where did you go? Like, where were you? Like, they had to be like close by somewhere.
Like they abandoned this one. They were just flying around looking for another home, I guess.
Yeah. And then somebody found food in here.
You think they would want to find another home before they move out?
You would think. Yeah, because like, where would they go? Just sit somewhere and overnight? Like, what? Or were they in here last night and then? But there wasn't that many in here. Not as many that's flying around here.
I don't know. I think you just see them all at the same time now.
Yeah,
because I mean, like when you see them, and where you got some in there on the comb, but then you have how many are out there foraging that are all separated.
Yeah, and then when they're in there on the comb, they're kind of all bunched up on top of each other.
Yeah,
it's hard to really see how many there
I think now we're just seeing them kind of all
spread out.
Together, right here together.
Yeah.
It just looks like a lot when they're all flying around.
It does, yeah.
I think it's still enough that if they'll just accept that queen, move back in, get back to work, start having some babies, then they can still make this thing work.
I mean, there's still hope. I mean, they're back.
Yeah, they're not completely gone yet.
No, definitely not.
I don't know that they've taken the for sale sign down yet, or sign the mortgage, but
yeah,
they're in here thinking about it.
Yeah.
So it's like, what is that? Like in an hour or something?
Yeah.
That we know of that they were coming back over here and started getting this sugar water. They sucked down a whole, well, almost, not quite a whole pint, but these are probably filled up about 12 ounces.
Wow. she's still in
She's
there.
still in there. Well, we'll cover it back up.
Does she still have helper bees in there?
Yeah. That has got the candy plug in it, so we'll let the bees eat through that to get her out. I went ahead and plugged this one back since she didn't seem to want to come out anyway. I don't know what that was about. She's still got she's still got 3 helpers, so I think there was maybe 5, I think.
Yeah,
it's hard to tell, so
yeah.
maybe 2 of them come out. Your candy in that the one you take the cork out to release should be facing up, because if one of her helpers should die and the release was at the bottom, the helper could plug the hole kinda and then not get out.
So it's evening and we're checking to see if the bees stayed or if they left. Did they take the food and run, or did they actually sleep in the hive?
No, they're in here.
Wow.
I don't know where they went, but they